playing, it's sure to get even louder. It's been great here so far. Two unbeaten teams are at the top of the standings. Venezuela will play later tonight, and that big showdown between the two powerhouses comes your way Wednesday night. One last chance for a win for Nicaragua later today, although they will have to qualify for the next World Baseball Classic. With that, we welcome you inside the broadcast booth, Paul Severino and Yonder Alonso. So the last day of doubleheaders, that means pool play winding down, but the picture is coming into focus.
It definitely is. And coming into the practice rounds, right, that Friday, that Thursday day game, you were thinking, okay, what's it going to look like? And it was Venezuela and Dominican going over the hump and getting to the next round. That's what it's looking like. But this is a huge test for Israel today, going against a powerhouse like the Dominican.
That is right. The offense clicking for the Dominican Republic, a team that didn't make it out of pool play last time out, but you know, their offense has done a complete 180, and if they win, by the way, their win today, if they're able to get it, that means that both they and Venezuela automatically will advance, and then it's more for seeding than survival when they face off. But one of the big reasons for the offensive turnaround, Junior Caminero.
Yeah, look, when you talk about the engines of this roster, the engines of this lineup, it starts with Junior Caminero. Oh, you think you're going to back him down? He's not going to back down from anything in this tournament. This 22-year-old was ready for the show, ready for the big moment. The charisma has been there. He's become basically the Dominican fan favorite. But not just because he's been getting hit by pitch and doing all the things he was doing with the crowd. It's this type of stuff. 10 for 13, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs during this World Baseball Classic. And this is the reason why this lineup is so dangerous, because he's in the middle of it. He's very aggressive. And that's the reason why 1 through 9, they're so dangerous.
Yeah, those exhibition numbers count, and when he's in that uniform, he's on a different level. For Team Israel, certainly a tough test today, but big news for them, they won last night. That punches their ticket to the next World Baseball Classic, and they played a really clean game.
Yeah, look, when you look at this Israel offense, they may not rely on the long ball the way some of the other teams do, but they've shown that they can manufacture runs. You know, the quality at bats they're having, the situational hitting they are doing it with, taking the extra base, just really finding ways to keep the line moving. In a tournament baseball play, that's the style and the problem you can have inning after inning. That's why, for me, when you look at this stressful part of this lineup, they have to do that against the Dominican team. And the pitching staff really delivered one of the best performances we've seen in the tournament so far. A combined 2-hit shutout. Kramer was outstanding. Multiple arms attacking the zone, mixing the speed, and keeping hitters off balance. However, though, the big question now, can this formula really slow down one of the hottest offense we've seen in this tournament?
Yeah, Israel will have to do the little things. They will have to pitch and keep the Dominican Republic in the ballpark and off the scoreboard if they want to shock the world. But the beauty of this tournament always seems to happen sometime. Maybe it's today, maybe it's here, maybe it's next. We got the Dominican Republic and Israel coming up after the break.
I'm a Denny's Super Slam with our Slammin' Meal Deal starting at $5.99, all under $10 and available all day and all night. Pancakes for dinner, burger for breakfast, live your best life. Enjoy our Slammin' Meal Deals available all day and all night.
I feel when I went to work, I wasn't sick, Keith. I was just Keith.
Nobody's purpose in life is to be a cancer patient. Many of those patients want to continue to work to maintain that sense of normalcy and empowerment.
It's something that every individual has to decide for themselves.
Work was a way that I could still feel like myself.
Getting out of bed, given a fighting chance is all we got.
We can make work a better place for healing.
Called light.
Find your fun again.
Oh, boy.
How about this sunlight?
This is good.
Carnival is calling.
You can do this. You can be the first millennial to book a trip on their phone.
How?
Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites, so you know you're getting the right flight, hotel, or rental car.
Kayak. Got that right.
Welcome to the World Baseball Classic. Bryce Harper, Paul Skeens, Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge.
Mexico versus USA, only on Fox. Dominicana, one love, one love, one love. Ponte la jersey, la one y la only, me bajo por la pinta, like that. Cubana en el cuello, que se vean desde lejos, las sortillas en los dedos, yeah, like that. Regido en la novena, pero pa' mí no es problema, pues que sientan la presión, yeah, like that.
Coming into this tournament, and certainly pool play here in Miami, they were the favorite. Dominican Republic, they and Venezuela, you figure we're going to be at the top of this pool when it was all said and done. Tracking that way for sure, but yonder, not only was that the case, but they have proven it and exceeded that so far.
Oh, man, they've done it in all different facets. They've been running the bases well. They've been pitching. That bullpen has been elite. Coming in, we knew they were going to score runs. Coming in, we knew they were going to be defensive and athletic, but nobody really knew how their bullpen was going to be, and they've answered the bell.
And they get off to quick starts, too. Albert Pujols has got to like what he's seen early on. Venezuela 5 first-inning runs. Dominican 4 so far. And for Albert Pujols, certain to be a Hall of Fame player in just a little bit, a few years from now. But he's making his mark as a manager right now. It also helps to have a lineup like this that you could pencil in. Tatis, Marte, and Soto, 1, 2, 3. Machado, the DH today. Caminero at third, so those two flip-flop positions. Santana at first. Cruz, who homered earlier in the WBC, he gets to start in center field. Agustin Ramirez is the catcher. This is his home ballpark. And Geraldo Perdomo, a little under the weather the other day, feeling better, and at shortstop. So it's up to Ryan Prager to start. 23 years old in the Cleveland Guardians organization. This his WBC debut. One kind of big picture thought for Team Israel has been the question about the pitching. Dean Kramer, who pitched last night, he was their big guy, their ace. So they're going to have to piecemeal it a little bit today.
Yeah, Ryan Prager, he's funky. That's the delivery. And Brad Osmus, when we talked to him early in the morning, what do we expect for a guy like that? Funky, the fastball gets on you, doesn't necessarily throw that hard, 89 to 92 miles an hour. He'll sit around 87, 88. But look, Prager's that guy that he's just, it's going to try to fool you in every way possible. He's got some tricks under his bag. He's going to try to use them today against this powered Dominican offense.
Another great crowd on hand here at Lone Depot Park. We've been treated to just wonderful atmospheres, and even though it's noon local time on a Monday, everybody's seeming to make some time for some great baseball. And of course, the entire tournament runs through this building. Quarterfinals start in a few days, semis and finals as well. Prager ready, and his first pitch a little outside to Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 2 for 4 in this tournament so far. All right, 2 hits, but 5 walks. His at-bats have been great setting the table.
I think just the focus level that Tatis has been playing with is just different. We haven't seen this focus level from Tatis in quite some time. I talked to him earlier in the clubhouse and asked him, hey, how are you feeling? He goes, I'm giving it all for this country.
We've seen that passion. We've seen that pride. And it's the drive, too, for this Dominican team to certainly do what they were unable to do last time around, and that's advanced past pool play. This one on the ground toward the shortstop. And Carrick makes the play, 1 down. They'll have to rely on that defense because one would imagine the ball will be put in play today.
Oh, it's definitely going to be put in play. No, that's one of the biggest reasons we've seen this Dominican team be at the leaderboards in all offensive categories. They're putting the ball in play. They're not striking as much like we've seen in the past World Baseball Classic, where it was basically just going after the home run swing the whole time. No, they're making adjustments.
Twice as many walks as strikeouts for the first couple of games. Small sample size for sure, but absolutely delivering. And here is Ketel Marte. Second base. He's 32 years old in his second World Baseball Classic.
One thing we're seeing too with this Dominican team is top to bottom, they hit left-handed pitching. I mean, you look at their numbers during the season, and they love switching Ketel Marte to the right side. Manny, Tatis, all these guys love hitting lefties.
Marte drives one out toward pretty deep left, and ballpark's going to hold that one. Long run for Levinson.
Well, he's made some really good plays in this tournament. Last night, coming in on a line drive, head first, dive. Marte can't believe it. He barreled it. Just a great route right there by Levinston.
It's a poke to get out of this ballpark. Here is Juan Soto. He had the walk-off home run to cap the early termination win for the Dominican yesterday. 3 for 7, that home run, and to the surprise of no one, also 3 walks in this tournament so far. The 3rd homer that clinched a run rule win. First that we've seen since 2017. This one in the air, right center field, carrying toward the wall, and Harrison Bader with a terrific sliding catch with that wall bearing down on him. A 1-2-3 first inning.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with Ingrezza.
#1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
Douglas Jr.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right?
He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Dove Clinical Plus Care is for the girls that blow dry sweat, hot flash sweat, first toast sweat. We've got you with serum-infused, skin-softening, unbeatable sweat protection. Dove Clinical Plus Care is care that gets sweat.
Won't you fly free bird, yeah.
Where are they going?
Deer Run. MLB Together and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Empowering children and building futures. Bring it in.
You know, we could talk for hours about the offense of the Dominican Republic, but how about the pitching? Brian Bayo gets the start today. Christopher Sanchez, not a great start in his first game, however, among the aces of the Phillies staff. Once we get into the summer, we saw Luis Severino terrific in his outing. They'll turn to a former Cy Young winner Sandy Alcantara in a couple of days against Venezuela, and Bayo gets the ball against Spencer Horwitz and Israel here today.
Well, his last exhibition start versus the Tigers in Santo Domingo, he was fantastic, using the fastball, the changeup, the cutter to lefties, more the sweeper to the righties. One thing we know is he's going to throw a lot of strikes. Been working with Pedro Martinez as well. We knew Pedro and his fastball and changeup combo, how great that was. But Albert feels really good about Brian Bayo. Out of all the guys, he sparked up when we asked him about Brian Bayo. Usually most guys kind of give you the, oh, yeah, you know, he's been good, he's been working, he's doing this, he's doing that. Albert was, oh, he's been electric.
Right.
Against the Tigers, he was great. The changeup has been phenomenal. He's been working with Pedro. I mean, he couldn't stop talking about Brian Bayo.
26 years old, an electric arm. That one in the dirt. They'll check down at third. It was a swing. Apply the tag. There's the strikeout, and there's one away. So we know about Horwitz down on strikes to start it. Noah Mendlinger at second base. He'll hit second. Harrison Bader, we saw him make a great catch in center field. He hits third. Then Shrek, Carrick, Stubbs. Garrett Stubbs, his brother CJ on the roster as well. But Garrett behind the plate. Levinson, Mervis, and Halter over at third. Mendlinger in the Cardinals system. AAA. Swings and sends a ball out toward pretty deep left center field. Long run for O'Neill Cruz, but those long strides make it look easy. 2 away.
I mean, this ball was absolutely touched. And the route that he was taking, he was shaded towards right center. It just reminded me the way he was running after that ball, like Usain Bolt. Just understanding the strides was just longer than anybody else in the game. You know, he's 100 percentile in his arm strength and speed and power. He's special.
Brings up Harrison Bader, nobody on and 2 out. Just 5 pitches to get those 2 outs. And, you know, listen, for O'Neill Cruz, it's not too dissimilar to this roster or Dominican players almost in general. He was a shortstop at one point and had to move somewhere else because you can only put one shortstop on the field.
I think the Pirates want to hit on something like how Tatis did it, right? Went from shortstop to right field, and he became a Gold Glover. They want that from O'Neill Cruz, and they think they have that.
And if that is the path, this is a great opportunity for him to be around Tatis every day for a few weeks. Ground ball to short. A clean inning on both sides. Scoreless after 1.
Ever since he was a baby, he understood. He was born to make things really, really good. Make it really, really good.
Oh, I'll have another. Make it a double.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
Yeah, she told me.
When you'd rather not resort to a virtual resort,
This is much better in real life.
it matters where you stay.
Looking good, babe.
Book your spring break travel now. Hilton for the stay.
The best against the best.
What do you know about this baseball? Where samurai swing bats. Here, teammates become opponents. Anyone can be a superhero. And stadiums become orchestras. This is baseball, with nothing held back. Expect everything.
I just wasted an hour learning how to use this finance app. Really? Mine just saved me $720. What? I think this one only tracks my spending, if I can even get that to work. Why don't you just get Rocket Money? What's that? It's an app that tracks all your spending across all your accounts and finds you ways to save money. I'm interested. Look, in one view, I can see all my upcoming bills and when I get paid, so I know exactly how much I have left to spend. Wow, so how does it save you money? It looked at all my recurring charges and found where I was getting double charged for subscriptions I forgot I even had. So did you cancel them? Yep, right in the app. It also tries to get you a refund on that lost money. So far, I saved hundreds on canceling subscriptions alone. That's impressive. Too bad it can't get me a refund all the time I lost trying to use that budget app. Rocket Money will also make you a budget based on your actual income and spending habits. It's exactly what I've been looking for. What's it called again? Rocket Money.
She's sick and she's lying about it.
She's prepping another surgery. Joe, I am trying to make the most of the time I have left. You took this job you couldn't handle. No mistakes.
Doc, all new Tuesday on Fox.
We talked about the pitching. The defense has showed up too, specifically Manny Machado.
Yeah, he's been electric. We've seen that for years. How about one time? It's not enough. How about 2 times with the same play? And as a first baseman, you admire the catch, you admire how he does it with the flair, but it's the strike that he throws and the accuracy that he has.
He's the DH today, and for those of you at home say, why did you show us 4 angles of that one play? No. That was 2 plays. That was back-to-back plays the other night. Near carbon copies of one another. Terrific athlete. He's been doing it for over a decade. Continues to build what is a Hall of Fame type resume. 1 ball and 1 strike, leading things off. Caminero and Santana to follow.
Also loves facing left-handers. Many times we've seen those hanging breaking balls and he just stays on it. Lags the barrel a bit.
Two balls and a strike from Prager.
One thing we've seen from this team, though, is also their ability to swing at the right pitches. 7-time All-Star selection. Silver Slugger, Gold Glove. Only a 2-time Gold Glover. Why? Nolan or Ronaldo?
He stole them all.
He stole them all.
What, 10 to start his career?
I mean,
that's tough. But he draws the walk here, and that's something that the Dominican Republic has done an awful lot of. For Machado, that's his 4th walk. Only Tatis has more. And what they did really well yesterday was, draw the walks, but then cash in. Those walks kept coming in to score, and you multiply the runs when the ball goes over the wall.
And the guy that's been cashing them in is this guy right here, Caminero.
Waved at and missed. Yeah, I guess only so many names can fit on the marquee with a team like the Dominican Republic. But tell you what, they're making some room for Junior Caminero. And 1 with Machado leading away from first. And Prager deals. Maybe off the end of the bat into shallow center. It'll be the shortstop Carrick to make the play. Yeah, coming into this game, talking about facing left-handed pitchers, DR had only 5 plate appearances against the left-hander in the tournament, and they hadn't reached base. Again, small sample size. They figure to get a few at bats, at least maybe this first 2 or 3 innings, depending on how long Prager goes. Carlos Santana now takes the ball in off the plate.
He talked about it, right? He said, I want to get 2 or 3 innings, hopefully clean innings. About Carlos Santana, the career he's had. Switch hitter. One of the few switch hitters with more than 330 home runs, career home runs.
He'll be 39 years old in April. Pops this one foul. Going to suit up for the Arizona Diamondbacks when the big league season starts. That's the great balance of this roster, right? The experience, the youth. Albert Pujols and Nelson Cruz doing a great job putting this team together. Nelson Cruz, the GM for the Dominican Republic. Prager gets the swing and miss. Slow changeup at 77.
So far, though, he's been able to throw his fastball. Guys are late, guys are early on the changeup. That's a good sign. Tells you how deceptive he is. Out of Texas A&M, drafted by the Angels. He's not able to be in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. He was recovering from Tommy John. But, you know, this is a guy that just deceptive. Sometimes it's a lot harder to hit guys that are like this style of pitching than the guys that throw 97, 98 miles an hour. It's just harder to pick up.
And Brad Ausmus said we'll see some funky swings today.
Could raise the ceiling. He can get up there to 93, 94. He's got the split change cut. Obviously that gyro slider we've seen already. But the key for me is that vertical movement he's got. High arm angle. He reminds me a lot of Rich Hill.
Okay, he's had a nice career.
That's kind of the way he pitches. A little bit of everything. Trying to trick you. Composure is always there. Not going to get too high, too low. He's just trying to make his pitches. Not really so concerned about who's on at the plate hitting.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Machado stays put, and that one is in. So another free pass. I mentioned Rich Hill. He's certainly one of the oldest players in Major League Baseball over the last few years, but now looking at the oldest players in this tournament here in 2026. At the top of that list is 44 years old, his former shortstop of the Chicago White Sox, Alexi Ramirez for Team Cuba. We saw Carlos Teller last night for Team Nicaragua in action later on tonight against Venezuela in this ballpark.
Some of these guys, they've got 3 World Baseball Classic tournaments, 4 World Baseball Classic tournaments. Alexei Ramirez, or as you mentioned it, Alexei!
The great Hawk Harrelson.
He was great.
Oh. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Came off the bench in the Dominican opener and hit a home run that landed about 45 minutes before first pitch today. That was long gone to right field the other night.
So far, not too many sliders from Prager. That could be a problem. Fastball changeup could be a problem when you're facing a guy like this with O'Neal, who likes to chase the slider, but he's not throwing the slider that much right now. Basically a 2-pitch guy.
Two balls, no strikes. He cuts it loose, but comes up empty. Yeah, you can see just keeping them off balance and keeping the hitters in between, not really sure how to gauge the velocity.
That's the key.
Carrig up the middle at shortstop, about as close as you can play with the shift restrictions. One of the many rules we're used to at the big league level, the shift restrictions, 2 guys on either side of second base, the bigger bases in effect here in this World Baseball Classic.
He threw him the 2-0 changeup, 3-1 count here. Would he double up on that changeup?
3-1 inside. Walk, the bases loaded, and you have to be careful with this lineup because Cruz off the bench hit one 450 the other day.
Oh my goodness. Where there's Lance. I've seen him hit a lot of long home runs, but more impressively, that was a pinch hit home run.
Right at the top of the list of the hardest hit home runs since the last WBC. We've seen 2 of them in this ballpark over the last few days.
And for me, it's, you know, TV doesn't do justice how big and lanky this guy is. 6'8". I mean, this is an absolute athlete. Look at Julio Borbon, the first base coach there. He's got to stand on the bag just to try to.
Years old, his first WBC, and no doubt a rising star for the Pittsburgh Pirates in Major League Baseball. The build a little different for Agustin Ramirez, but the power certainly similar too, as he waves and misses there. Big time pop for this young man who calls this ballpark home. He's a member of the Miami Marlins.
Very violent swing.
Change up quickly, 0-2. 24 years old, his WBC debut. 21 home runs as a rookie with the Marlins last year. 6th in the Rookie of the Year voting. But 3 pitches and he is down on strikes for the second out of this inning.
Just an aggressive hitter right there. Prager taking advantage of it. All changeups in this at bat. Murs couldn't make the adjustment. Those are really 3 quality changeups right there.
I'll bring up Geraldo Perdomo. Another one of those guys on that maybe the second tier of headlines, not the second tier of talent. Don't get me wrong, but the second tier of headline players, because you could talk to anybody in and around this team and they'll give you 10 good minutes on this young man.
He is vibrant. The energy is through the roof. You walking into a clubhouse, you know where Perdomo's locker's at. There's music, Usually him just hanging out with the guys.
More walks than strikeouts last year. Terrific defender. And you get a sense, albeit the second inning, that this is a turning point of the game. Bases loaded, 3-0 count. And at the top of the zone. With 2 outs in this inning, if Prager can figure out a way to keep a goose egg on the board, that's a huge win for him. Meanwhile, the Dominican could break out quick. 3-1. Low for ball 4. 4 walks in the inning and a 1-0 lead. They had 11 walks yesterday and 6 scored. So that's part of the game as well. Get them on and find a way to get them in.
That's why this lineup is so dangerous. Hitter after hitter. They just make you pay in the zone.
Tatis lays off one upstairs.
And just by that take, Tatis is sitting soft. This whole at bat, the way he took that, definitely hunting that changeup.
Off the end of the bat. Right on the corner, but in a general sense, we talked to Albert Pujols before the game, really impressed with the way the plate discipline has taken a tick up for him.
Just a different level when he's doing, when he's swinging at the right pitches.
Santana, Cruz, Perdomo, third to first. 1-1 is fouled, backing out of play.
I'll tell you this, for a lot of hitters, when they're struggling, you know, you can get kind of lost in the shuffle of mechanics and what's happening, but more than not, it comes down to what pitches you're swinging at.
1-2. And that's hit deep to left, and it's going to blow the roof right off. Grand slam, Tatis.
San Pedro de Macorís is in the building. The party is happening right now.
Pitching change.
Sunday, the spotlight hits Jerry's World for the biggest race party of the year.
Incredible!
It's the first ever Grand Prix of Arlington.
We are witnessing history.
Planes, T-Pain, and automobiles.
Pure perfection.
Fireworks, cheerleaders, and the greatest drivers in the world. The Java House Grand Prix of Arlington, Sunday at 12:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Electricity in the air. This is a Big East tournament, folks. It's time to set the score. This is what it's all about. A champion will be crowned.
You know the crowd is ready. The Big East tournament, March 12th through the 14th on Fox and FS1.
The United Football League is back. Professional football in the spring. A game experienced like no other.
Beautiful throw, right on the money.
Big energy, high-flying plays, innovative tech.
Wow!
This is just the beginning.
My goodness!
This is the United Football League. It all kicks off March 27th on Fox.
Welcome to the World Baseball Classic. Bryce Harper, Paul Skeens, Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge. Absolute madness!
Mexico versus USA, only on Fox.
Hitting soft. He gets the changeup. San Pedro de Macorís' finest, Fernando Tatis Jr. doesn't miss and delivers.
First Grand Slam for the Dominican Republic in the WBC. All of them. And that's a big one to make it 5-0.
All of them.
All of them. Just all of them. And their run output, this is through 2 games and an inning and 2/3. And they're getting close to the most that they've had. But again, it's the walks, right? But it's not the walks because the pitchers are erratic. It's that the pitchers have to be careful. And when they're careful, here's ball 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's guys on base. You still want to be careful, but you miss, and that's what happens.
You're essentially facing a team right now, a lineup, that 1 through 9, they're your 3rd or 4th hole hitter in every team. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
They score early, they score often.
And we knew they were going to score runs.
Sure.
Right? It was how they were going to do it, how they were going to manufacture as well. So far this tournament, they've done that.
Zach Weiss takes over. Currently a free agent. Those are the numbers of AAA Memphis last year. Last 7 1/3 innings for the Dominican Republic. 15 walks and 10 runs scored.
Yeah.
So
that's a recipe right there.
Certainly is. And a reminder, just given the way pool play has shaken out to this point, a win by the Dominican Republic ensures that both the DR and Venezuela advance. To right field, inning over. A handful on the board. 4 of them on one swing from Nando.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives a lot more. T-Mobile families saved over $3,700 compared to the other big guys in the past 5 years. Our experience plans include amazing benefits like Netflix, free Dash Pass by DoorDash, and a bunch more. Oh yeah, and a 5-year price guarantee. So you keep saving. Save on a big scale. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll even pay off your old phone up to $800.
Emma, are you hiding?
Used car shopping is terrifying. I could overpay.
I'm always here to help.
Then show me, Carfax.
Almost half of all used cars have been in an accident. Half. Carfax can show how damage impacts price, so you don't have to overpay.
Cool. What do you think of this guy?
You don't have to overpay. That is one smart fox. Always look for me and shop millions of great deals at Carfax.com.
Ooh, that new Cologuard Plus test.
10 out of 10.
Now I detect 95% of colon cancers, similar to colonoscopy.
Somebody's been working on himself.
Girl, those blue arms say I got you.
The square jaw says, trust me.
And the free return label says, I'm going places.
The Cologuard Plus test. Non-invasive, no prep, and better than ever. For people 45 plus at average risk, it's the box that checks all the boxes for screening. False positive and negative results may occur, not for those at high risk. Ask your provider or request Cologuard Plus online.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with Safe Light, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Anywhere I want.
I can schedule a chip fix while I get my hair clipped?
Yep.
They can fix my glass while we fish for bass.
If you want.
They can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants?
That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed any way you want at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
You can do this. You can be the first millennial to book a trip on their phone.
How?
Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites, so you know you're getting the right flight, hotel, or rental car.
Kayak. Got that right.
The big shot, the grand slam. Prager knew it immediately. After 4 walks, brought home the first. 4 more come in on that one swing. 5-0 Dominican Republic. First pitch swinging for R.J. Schreck to Carlos Santana at first. And that, you would think, Not that nerves were a problem before, but will help settle down Bayo going forward.
Yeah, young starting pitcher. Albert talked about that, making sure the adrenaline was controlled. But I mean, you give a pitcher like this a cushion early on, he can take advantage of it. Right there we saw it, first pitch swinging.
A little up and out of the zone there against Cole Carrick, shortstop for Team Israel. Of course, Bayo knows a thing or two about great atmospheres and big games. He's had some success against the Yankees as a Red Sox pitcher, 11 games. Bouncing ball toward the shortstop, Perdomo right behind the bag, 2 away. 5-4 with a 2.35 ERA and an OPS under 600 against the Yankees in the regular season.
And when he's on, he's getting those ground balls. So far, 2 ground balls in this inning. He's got a lot of movement in his fastball.
Brings up Garrett Stubbs. Check swing, tap foul.
And when a hitter like this, who's been around in the big leagues for a long time, gets those check swing fouls like that, it tells you the movement he's having right now on his fastball. Where you want to go, you think it's inside on the hands, and it just comes right back to the plate.
Oh, 2 on Stubbs, 32 years old, his second World Baseball Classic. Last few years, the backup to JT Realmuto in Philadelphia. More time at AAA in 2025.
See how soft Ramirez was there. The defense has and needs to improve from last year. Man, that was soft right there, the way he was able to block that.
Yeah, offense the calling card for the backstop, no doubt about it. A little room to grow defensively, but you got to figure just being around the great minds and the great coaches with the Dominican, even if it's just for a few weeks. That just ratchets up that learning curve.
For everybody in this tournament, it feels like the coaching staff has been tremendous.
And that's the thing. I mean, you don't know where all these players are going to go as the season goes along, right? But think of a Ronald Acuna Jr. back in 2023, that tournament, to springboard to an MVP.
Yeah.
2-2 to Stubbs. He went around. 1-2-3 inning. Couple of strikeouts through 2 for Bayo.
Holy smokes. You don't look so good, boss.
Tell me about it. It's a real inferno down here, and I'm burnt out.
Here, try a Red Bull. It's devilishly good.
Red Bull? Oh, that tastes heavenly. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Wings? Wings? I can't have wings. Not in my position.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with Pitch, Hit, and Run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, Hit, and Run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
Finance meeting in 5
minutes. Ramp?
I got it. Allow me. Hi, handsome. We're saving so much time and money. Policy violation coming through. Travel, meals, hotels. How's this?
Beautiful.
Everybody's in. Nailed it. Multiply what's possible at ramp.com. Careful. Got it. Careful.
No W's in sight? Need cash fast? Bridge has got your back. Get $25 to $250 instantly. No credit check, no interest, no late fees. Download Bridget for free today.
Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades, elevated design for thoughtful living. Thuma.
The spotlight hits Jerry's world for the biggest race party of the year. It's the first ever Java House Grand Prix of Arlington. Sunday at 12:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
You could hear the crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, and the dugout explode. The grand slam for Fernando Tatis Jr. capping that 5-run second, and now the big bats back to work. 3, 4, and 5 for the Dominican Republic. Soto, Machado, Caminero. Soto to right center his first time. Harrison Bader, nice sliding catch on the track to take away a hit. Maybe extra bases from Soto.
Little baby cutter right there. Soto's wondering where that was at. This is where Soto gets dangerous. 2 strikes. Like just that foul ball right there. It's a good pitch down and away, 94 miles an hour, but it's just not sure if it's going to be a strike or a ball. So I'll just spoil the at bat right there and just hit a foul ball. That's what makes him dangerous.
It's fascinating. I've heard hitters talk about even fouling balls off is a skill.
Oh.
He didn't get a piece of it there. He's down on strikes, but it's a skill just to fight them off, just to see another one.
Well, Arias is great at that. Soto, Raleigh, Judge, all the great ones have that knack. That was a good changeup right there by Wise. Had some tilt and break, and he tunneled that off that fastball down and away. Kind of just same pitch, just that one drops.
Manny Machado swing and a miss, 0-1. He had the first of the 4 walks in that second inning. Top of the zone now, 0-2. 7 times an All-Star, Manny Machado, playing in this building, essentially his backyard. Still 0-2.
Saw Manny earlier today taking ground balls with Junior Caminero. A little bit of everything. Obviously a veteran presence.
He's wearing the C on his chest for this World Baseball Classic. It's his 3rd. Ball and 2 strikes from Weiss. And Machado laid off. They'll check he did.
Gabe Morales at first base today.
He's a major league umpire. Michael Yola from Spain is at second base. Sergei Makochuchev from France is at third, and Quinn Wilcott, big league umpire, crew chief behind home plate.
This is what the Dominican team does, huh? A lot of 3-2 counts, grinding you away.
And Caminero looming on deck. 3-2. Off the plate. Great at bat there for Manny Machado.
You know, I know we're in the World Baseball Classic, but you look at spring training numbers, and the one key everybody looks at is the walks and the strikeouts. If you're having more walks than strikeouts, everything else will get taken care of. I know it's Arizona and it's from Florida. The ball flies, the wind's blowing out, so you may get rewarded for a lot of different things, but the walks and the strikeouts, those are the ones that only go up. Those are very important in spring training. You know, I would talk to Albert about it during spring training, the Joey Vottos of the world, and they say, if I can just have more walks than strikeouts, I don't care if I'm hitting 150. And it worked out for them.
1-0 to Caminero. Fouls that one back. And there's been a lot of walks in just a couple of days here. Caminero's connected on home runs in each of his first 2 games of the World Baseball Classic. Only player with a homer in 3 was Adrian Beltre, who we've seen around the club. 29 runs, 23 hits, and 23 walks so far for the Dominican offense. 1-2.
Little slip and slide there on that swing. I think he wanted to make it 3. Whew.
I love when the players listen to the broadcast.
Man. That's what Albert was talking about too. When this young man, gets better at controlling his body with his swing, he's going to be more consistent. He's going to barrel more balls, but it's there.
Really starting to unlock that potential at a breakout year with the Rays. 45 home runs last season. Just 22 years old.
I know they played at the Tampa Bay Steinbrenner Field, but he's made it known. Wait till I go to my home ballpark. It's going to be the same.
This one a ground ball towards short. That's 1. And that's 2. Bottom 3 coming up.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and even 2 years.
For Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and even 2 years.
Some had visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
You can do this. You can be the first millennial in history to book a trip on a device that is not their computer.
How? Yeah, how? I need a big screen to feel safe.
Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites, so you know you're getting the right flight, hotel, or rental car.
I'm scared.
We'll do it together.
Kayak. Got that right.
I'm a Denny Super Slam with our Slammin' Meal Deal starting at $5.99, all under $10 and available all day and all night. Pancakes for dinner, burger for breakfast, live your best life. Enjoy our Slammin' Meal Deals available all day and all night.
We'll take a look at Brian Bale and his delivery. Yeah, it reminds you a little bit of Pedro Martinez, the 3-time Cy Young, over 3,000 strikeouts in his career. There's a lot there in common.
And Pedro, obviously, as a Red Sox pitcher, as Bayo is, has that connection there. But the connection that Pedro has with so many Dominican pitchers. And just think, to the starter in a couple of days for the Dominican Republic. He's a starter with the Marlins, but when he won the Cy Young, Sandy Alcantara. It's almost like he waited to really get into Pedro's ear until that Cy Young came around. But he's another electric arm. They all look up to Pedro.
I'll tell you this. You don't know, you don't realize the icon Pedro is when you're next to him, when you're walking around pitchers or pitchers that are pitching in the big leagues. Because We've been around him with a lot of big games and pitchers, and they want to come to the desk and just say hello, greet him, take a picture, talk a little pitching, any nugget. And Pedro's always game for any nuggets you want to talk about when it comes to pitching.
See how he's changed up the pitch usage to lefties and righties. And went around Levinson down on strikes.
And, you know, that 1999 2000 peak, about in 1999, 23-4 with a 2 ERA, and in 2000 he had a 1.74 ERA. I mean, you talk about some of the greatest hitters during that time. Pedro, not a guy that was sitting to you like he pitched with that frame.
Yeah, his heart and stuff were much bigger than his actual frame.
Oh, man.
Here's Matt Mervis.
I remember talking to Mikey Lowe about Pedro Martinez. Hey, what made him so good? I mean, was it the stuff? He goes, no. It was the fact that he was 5'11", and he pitched like he was 6'4", 250 pounds. And he wasn't scared.
Right.
And you talk to Pedro about it. He's, well, I'll throw inside, but I don't mind moving your feet or maybe knocking you down. It's okay. Then my other stuff's going to open up.
Right. That corner, that's mine. That belongs to me.
For all the Dominican pitchers in the big leagues, they call him Tío Pedro, Uncle Pedro, because he's just like one of those guys you can talk to and I need some help, and he'll never turn you down.
Ball and 2 strikes to Mervis, 27-year-old in his second World Baseball Classic. Swings over the top of the breaking ball.
That was nasty right there. That changeup was really good. We talked about it in the cast, how he was going to use that changeup. You know about the sinker, he's thrown it a lot more today. The sweepers there to the righties, the cutter for the lefties. But that fastball, that sinker changeup he's had today has really been very effective so far. There we see that changeup right there. I mean, that's just slider change, nasty.
Colby Halter takes ball 1. 24 years old in the A's system. AAA. WBC debut. And he's his first plate appearances in this ball game today. They with 3 consecutive strikeouts and with 2 outs in the 3rd inning, keeping that pitch count in a pretty good spot. Under 30 at this point. Those first round pitch limitations are 65 or more, only if you need to finish a plate appearance. But in a really good spot right now. Down the left field line and twisting into the seats. Foul. The 17th round pick of the A's in 2023. Third baseman for Brad Ausmus this afternoon. And for Team Israel, a tough turnaround too last night. Yes, they picked up the win. That's great. So I'm sure they slept well. But a quick turnaround for the noon start. Brad Ausmus and company.
They had what they call a show and go. Batting cages, get your ground balls in, and let's go play 9.
Not the big hour-long batting practice routine that we receive before most games. Got him. Strikes out the side. 4 in a row.
I've got this old bike from another store, and I got the receipt right here. I'd like for you to beat it with a better deal on the souped-up model.
What?
What? At Verizon, anyone can bring in their AT&T or T-Mobile bill, and they'll give you a better deal.
Isn't Verizon expensive?
No, better deal. Best network.
I'm sorry, man.
Only Verizon.
Verizon lets you bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal.
Hey, that's a stationary bike.
No, I know.
Have a great day.
You're not as cool as Verizon.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats, because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome, everyone, to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show.
He added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
I will give you $100 for every question you answer correctly in this 28-degree ice bath.
I guess.
Okay, $100.
First question. How many subscriptions are you paying for?
3.
Let's download Rocket Money and see if you're right.
Okay.
Oh, you're actually paying for 15 subscriptions, and that's costing you $269 a month.
What? No.
I'll give you another chance. How much did you spend on takeout last week?
Like $60.
Wrong. It was actually $340.
The app is telling you all this?
Yeah, it shows you all your upcoming expenses in one place, including subscriptions you forgot about. And if you see a subscription you no longer want, you can cancel it right from the app.
Oh, cool.
It also helps you create a budget so you don't overspend. And it can even negotiate your bills for you.
Oh, that's great. Can I get out now? Please?
Champion will be crowned.
You know the crowd is ready. The Big East Tournament, March 12th through the 14th on Fox and FS1.
Great spot for this tournament. All 5 teams in Pool D well represented throughout the communities in and around this ballpark. Beautiful day. Glad you're with us. Paul Severino, Yonder Alonso, the rest of our great crew. Carlos Santana to lead it off, then O'Neill Cruz and Agustin Ramirez.
We've had good crowds every day.
Batting 1,000 in that department.
Yeah.
It's been terrific. Miami, the home to about 120,000 Dominican Americans. It's the 3rd largest Israeli population in the United States, behind New York and LA. Brad Ausmus, Albert Pujols, along with the players and the coaches, grateful to be wearing the country on their chest for this tournament.
Carlos Santana started as a catcher, his young career with the Guardians, transitioned to first base. It's really worked out for him. Switch hitter, elite defense, great clubhouse guy.
That's why he wears number 41. Victor Martinez was his idol. They got to play together in Cleveland. Vmart on the coaching staff for Team Venezuela. See him later on tonight. Waved that and missed.
Just a really good pitch right there.
One away here in the top of the 4th inning. So what's at stake today? If the Dominican Republic, up 5-0, hangs on, they will advance to the quarterfinals along with Venezuela. Just as how the pool play has turned out to this point, they will still go head-to-head on Wednesday. Israel and the Netherlands will be eliminated from the tournament, but they will both get into automatically the next WBC. Unfortunately for Team Nicaragua, no matter what they do in their pool play finale later on tonight, led by the great Dusty Baker, of course, they have already been relegated, and to qualify for this tournament they'll have to qualify for the next one as well. Couple of strikeouts for Weiss as he misses to O'Neill Cruz, who walked and scored, came in on the Tatis grand slam that capped the 5-run 2nd inning. That's a missile out toward right center field, and it hangs up. It didn't have time to fall. Home run.
Just impressive. Line drive to second base. Gone. That's what it looked like. We know about the power. Nisao, Dominican Republic. They've got one of the great ones.
Just gets out in a hurry.
Man. Oh, man.
And his 2 home runs in this tournament have had 2 vastly different shapes, I tell you what. The other one was a rainmaker into the second deck. This one, a low line drive.
Well, the 2 things in common with both of those home runs is the swing. Short, compact. He just can't believe it. I mean, it's a line drive. For a park that plays very big, he's making it look very small.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody O'Neill's height is playing second base and jumps, they could have gotten that one. It was so low.
It just sounds different.
116 off the bat. He's had 3 plate appearances. He scored 3 runs in this tournament.
And you're thinking, all right, is he going to get more play? But then you've got Soto, and then you've got Julio, and you've got Tatis. You know,
I was just about to say, great. Albert's thinking, now I've got problems with the lineup. This is Ramirez. That'll get down for a base hit. Roll toward the corner. On his way to second base, he's got himself a stand-up double.
Well, welcome to the World Baseball Classic. Agustin Ramirez. First knock. Yeah, you're going to get a smile. That's got to feel good. It's a hanging slider right here. Was fooled in the first at-bat with the changeups by the lefty. Not this time.
Brad Goldberg, the pitching coach, out to talk with Weiss. 6-0 Dominican lead. Fetterman up in the Israel bullpen. The number 9 hitter Perdomo coming up. He had that bases loaded walk that scored a run just in front of the Tatis grand slam. And again, the Dominican Republic looking for a crooked number. Yeah, that's about how their egos are right now.
No egos. Albert said no egos.
They got big heads. They're hitting the ball all over the ballpark. You're right, though. No egos. And Albert has made that point a number of times. They're playing for República Dominicana on the front, not Tatis, not Machado,
that's right,
not Rodriguez on the back. He has really helped to develop a great team. What a jump. The throw in the dirt just to get it there, and they get Ramirez, who's trying to catch Israel napping, but they get the out at third base, 2 away.
It kind of came set. That was a pre-pitch determination there. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go on steal. Good pick right there by Halter. Well, you can see.
And he can run. First rookie catcher in big league history with 20 homers and 15 steals. So that running game is a part of his game. They're working on the gestures after. Okay,
yeah, that's what they're working on.
Well, they're getting a lot of practice with it, that's for sure. Offense has looked great. Two balls and one strike to Perdomo.
There's got to be flair and confidence, huh? Got to work on all of it.
2-1 from Weiss is tapped foul. Last two times that these two clubs have met, it's been all Dominican Republic.
I think Brad Ausmus knew that coming in as well, right? This morning when we talked to him, we're going to need all the help we can get.
To Halter, who's playing closer to the shortstop position than third base, makes the play. Another run home on the O'Neill Cruz low line drive home run. 6-0.
Twice yearly PrEP is here. One office visit every 6 months. 2 times a year for HIV prevention. That's 1-2 PrEP. That's Yes2Go. Yes2Go is an injectable prescription medicine that helps to protect against HIV through sex. One office visit every 6 months. One during your summer sun, and one during your winter fun. One during your summer glow, and one during your winter glam. You must be HIV negative to receive Yes2Go and get tested for HIV before each injection. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your healthcare provider right away. HIV testing may be needed. Yes2Go does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex and get Yes2Go as scheduled. Missing doses increases your chance of getting HIV. Tell your provider about your medical conditions, if you are pregnant or plan to be, and all the medicines and supplements you take, as Yes2Go may affect some medicines. The most common side effects are injection site reactions, headache, and nausea. Rare serious injection site reactions can occur, so tell your provider about any side effects. 99.9% of people state HIV negative. Ask a healthcare provider if Yes2Go is right for you.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Yeah, she sells. You got anything more boutique?
Oui. Right this way.
Yeah, we're talking. What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
Yeah!
Don't know Domino's $9.99 best deal ever? Just pick your crust. Maybe
pan pizza,
gluten-free crust,
thin and crispy too.
Load on up to 7 toppings like
bacon, 3 different types of cheeses, green peppers,
and get it all for under $10. Only at
Domino's. Now that I've reevaluated my benefits and savings with Voya, I'm feeling great. How's your retirement plan going?
Oh, I've been ignoring it and then hoping for the best.
Come on, good retirement.
Don't just hope for a strong future, plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
Welcome to the World Baseball Classic.
Bryce Harper,
Polsky, Cal Raleigh,
Aaron Judge.
Mexico versus USA, only on Fox.
Welcome back to this special presentation of the World Baseball Classic. Paul Severino, Yonder Alonso, the rest of our crew here in Miami. Glad you're with us. Last day of double headers. Dominican Republic a 6-0 lead on Israel in the first game. Venezuela, Nicaragua play later on tonight. Single games the next couple of days, including the big showdown between the Dominican Republic and Venezuela in the finale of pool play. But if the DR holds on and wins this game here today, both teams will advance to the quarterfinals. It then just becomes about seeding and perhaps avoiding facing Japan. Japan and Korea both coming here from Pool C, advancing out of Tokyo. Spencer Horwitz to start this fourth inning. And Horwitz sends a fly ball out toward right field. Turning, looking Tatis, and that one is gone. Solo homer for Spencer Horwitz. Gets Israel on the board.
That's how you start answering back and chipping away into this game. Spencer Horwitz, you know about the power. Sweet swinging lefty right there.
First base runner for Israel today. First run they've scored against the Dominican Republic.
They're not known so much for their home run swings, but right there, it's a fastball, middle of the plate. He knew it. He knew it as soon as it was hit.
Hit enough of them with the Pirates last year, part of a breakout campaign, and providing some offense for Team Israel.
Very solid season he put together. 272 average, 118 OPS plus. I mean, 100 is league average, so it tells you what he did. Got on base and produced.
Now, I think we could all agree that the way that Team Israel has been built for 2026 and this WBC has been different than 2023 and 2017 when they made a run into the second round. A little bit more of that big league experience, right? Horwitz and Bader certainly, and some higher level minor leaguers like a Mendlinger on that list.
And Brad Osman has even talked about that in 2012, how he was put in a situation to have to, it felt like he was recruiting D3,
trying to get guys
junior college D3, type of players to come in, and now there's guys calling him, telling him, hey, I want to be a part of this World Baseball Classic.
Mendlinger thought that was in the dirt, doesn't get that call. A strikeout for Bayo.
And this sounds loud. Check this out. I mean, as soon as this ball was hit, he barreled it. Perfect extension. Got out of here in a hurry. Not as in a hurry as O'Neal Cruz's home run, but it got out of here in a hurry.
Hey, but they count the same.
They do. It doesn't matter how far you hit them. You're right.
You can go into the upper deck or you can scrape the back of the wall. It's still one run.
And when you hit a home run, they'll ask you, did you get all of it? And you always say never. Nah, I didn't get all of it.
But that is what Team Israel's been looking for. Last WBC 2023, they finished 1-3 with a -22 run differential. Scored 3 runs against Nicaragua, 1 run in the other games. Looking for a little bit more pop. They got some from Bader earlier in this tournament. He's homered. Their number 3 hitter who grounded out his first time up. Got on and missed, and Bayo has the strikeout working. That's number 7 for him.
Well, that's how you answer back right there. His little cutter slider, slide off the barrel. Yeah. Well located. Very well executed.
Strikeouts in a single game in this classic. And we saw Emmanuel De Jesus of Venezuela do this to Israel the other night.
He was fantastic.
Oh.
Sneaky fastball, good curveball.
R.J. Schreck grounded to first base his first time up. The last 6 outs, strikeouts for Bayo.
It's fair to say Israel has seen some really good pitching.
Yes.
They've ran into some guys that have been spot on.
It may be easier to say in a major league season or just over the summer of a longer season, hey, the starting pitcher or whoever, it was great today, you tip your cap. It's easier to say it maybe then than in a short tournament because every game means so much and is so magnified. But it has been that where just the pitching has been that much better.
Yeah, I mean, you'll go a week where it's a struggle to get base hits, and you look back and you're like, whoa, we faced number 1s and number 2s, right? They're best guys, but in a tournament like this, for the most part, you're facing number 1s.
And while mathematically it's not always the case, when you only have 4 games to figure out if you advance or not, they all feel like must-win elimination type games. And when you're teams like Israel or Nicaragua or the Netherlands, and you know what you're up against with the Dominican and Venezuela, they all feel like must-wins because there may only be one spot. 3-2. popped up. A lot of blue jerseys coming together. Who's going to take it? It's always the captain of the infield. Fernando Tatis Jr. left the ballpark his last time. He'll come to the plate when we come back.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives a lot more. T-Mobile families saved over $3,700 compared to the other big guys in the past 5 years. Our experience plans include amazing benefits like Netflix, free Dash Pass by DoorDash, and a bunch more. Oh yeah, and a 5-year price guarantee. So you keep saving. Save on a big scale. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll even pay off your old phone up to $800.
Pop-Tart. Crazy!
At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as, well, doing nothing.
That was fast.
Room of choice delivery and fast expert setup. Wayfair, every style, every home.
I'm a Denny's Super Slam with our Slammin' Meal Deal starting at $5.99, all under $10 and available all day and all night. Pancakes for dinner, burger for breakfast, live your best life. Enjoy our Slammin' Meal Deals available all day and all night.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. We say it's a long season and lose our minds by the third inning. It's superstars climbing the wall, while the rest of us strain for the remote. And Saturday night, that's locked in. Same night every week, no thinking required. You bring the couch, we'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America, only on Fox.
The United Football League is back. A game experience like no other.
Beautiful throw.
This is the United Football League. It all kicks off March 27th on Fox.
Dominican Republic in front 6-1. A 5 spot in the second inning. 4 came home on one swing of the bat. Fernando Tatis Jr. Guarantee he won't hit a grand slam now. Only because he's leading off the inning, and then it's Marte and Soto. Really seemingly in a zone during this WBC. You picked up on it spot on. Your eyes are great as Daniel Fetterman takes over out of the Team Israel bullpen. The first pitch he saw in that at bat, you said that he's looking soft.
Yeah, he was looking soft. Just how soft he took the pitch kind of lets you know, okay, he might be sitting soft here. And sure enough, I think he threw enough changeups to get you to say, okay, I'd have to pick one or the other, the fastball or the changeup. During that inning, I think he threw it like about 75% of the time. So that's just a smart hitter understanding the game and slowing down the game in a big key situation.
Ball and 2 strikes. And there's a strikeout. If you missed it, so did a lot of us because it got out so quick. But this is the grand slam.
Part of the play right there. As soon as he left this bat, he knew it. 105 exit velocity. 400 feet for a place that plays extremely big. The Dominican team is making this stadium look very, very small. See Tatis there talking about Fetterman out of Pembroke Pines, University of Miami. Standout.
27 years old. Second World Baseball Classic. Saw him a couple of days ago. That one fouled away. Let me ask you this, just as a hitter, right? We're going back to Tatis, but just in a general sense, you say you went into that at bat and he's looking soft. How does a hitter get to that mindset? Why do you decide it's got to be soft?
Well, you've got 3 levels of getting prepared for an at bat. It starts in the dugout, talking to your hitting coach, talking to your teammates. Then you go on deck and you start realizing what's happening in that inning, and then you make your plan as you're walking to the plate, and you figure it out. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is plan A, plan B, and C.
To second.
And Paul, I'll go a step further. Is for the golfers out there. You know, you're sitting on 190 yards. What are you going to hit? A 7-iron, or are you going to hit a 5-iron, or are you going to hit a hybrid, or you just, then you get to 50 yards out. Are you going to hit a 58 wedge, right? So you've got different swings, different approaches, different styles of yardage that you're going to play. That's the same thing for a hitter when you're on deck. You want to realize, all right, what do you got in the bag today, and how am I going to try to get a birdie, try to get an eagle, or a hole-in-one like Tatis just did for a home run or a grand slam.
That one fouled away, left side, and that'll get into the seats. I always know what I'm hitting from 170 yards, and that's 6 more times. That's what I'm hitting. I'm hitting it 6 more times.
Come on. No way.
A lot of games in this building for Juan Soto.
Soto's got a lot of clubs in his bag, I'll tell you that.
Only going to be with 1 club for the next decade and a half, though. That one up and in. A 15-year deal with the New York Mets, of course.
Usually after something hard and in like that, moves your feet, something soft is coming. Soto's very smart. He understands that too, and the way they pitched him today is like that. A little in, a little soft away.
And Stubbs, with his time in the National League East, familiar with Soto as well. Knew exactly what needed to be thrown to get the 3 unassisted to get Fetterman out of the inning. 1, 2, 3.
Christmas Day 1987, a young LeBron was gifted a basketball, a hoop, and a dream. From day 1, he worked until he became the chosen one. But what if his skills were never seen? No championship for the land, no A&R Bron, no model for generational change. That's why the LeBron James Family Foundation is partnering with Indeed, because everyone's skills deserve to be seen. No matter the person, just one opportunity can help the world work better.
Bro, look at this. Did you see that? Should we tell him? So bad. Oh my gosh. That's not funny.
Do not listen to that.
Thank you, man.
I know how it feels.
Ever since he was a baby, he understood. He was born to make things really, really good.
Make it really Philly good. Over 250 years ago, we didn't like the taxes, so we dumped the tea. Today, that same unstoppable spirit drives Ram. Now with the Ram Declaration of Deals, we're pledging our allegiance to the American people. 0% financing for 60 months on select 2026 models, or we'll cover your sales tax, plus no monthly payments for 90 days, and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Because a promise means nothing unless you back it up. Nothing stops America. Nothing stops Ram.
Look at this. Endless big butterfly shrimp for us, endless steak for them.
Oh, did you know that buffet is French for happy wallet? I take German. Well, amigo, you just got schooled in buffet-onomics. Yodelay.
Star power and horsepower. All gas, no brake. Week in and week out. This is the NASCAR Cup Series, Las Vegas. Sunday at 2:30 Eastern on FS1.
So what's at stake in the World Baseball Classic is more than just the WBC crown. It's also the 2028 Summer Olympics and how to qualify. U.S. therein host nation. WBC, 2 best placed teams from the Americas, not Team USA, will qualify. Premier 12 best placed teams in Asia, Europe, Oceania. And the final qualifier, 6 total teams from Asia, And then Africa and Europe on there as well. So there is a lot at stake. You got to, play well in this tournament to hopefully open the door for the 2028 Summer Olympics as well.
And that's what a lot of the lower tier teams are trying to do, right? Get in there, get in the Olympics, get back to the World Baseball Classic. It's a lot at stake for sure.
Carrick retired on the fly ball, so one quick out for Brian Bayo, who has really been in control. 7 strikeouts to this point. The lone blemish, the Horwitz home run in the 4th inning.
That's why this Israel team, that win last night was so big for them. Small little token, but it can go such a long ways for the future of this federation.
Yeah, again, we've discussed it, and it's certainly worth noting again. You have those favorite teams, favorites, I should say, to win the tournament. DR, Venezuela, Japan, U.S., what have you. They're further down the line, right, in terms of global powerhouses to win tournaments like this. But to stay on the global stage for a team like Israel or Nicaragua, unfortunately relegated, but Italy,
right?
It puts baseball in those areas on the map for whether it's 3 years from now or whether it's a 10-year-old watching these games and it's 10 years from now. It really helps to water those seats.
No doubt.
Upstairs to Stubbs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. One of the 7 strikeouts for Bayo. That was back in the 2nd inning. To first, Santana knocks it down, feeds the pitcher covering, and they're 2 away.
We mentioned Italy. Cervelli, take a look at this play right here. Just knocks it down. You're at first base. You can always knock it down. You're going to have time. Love how he picks it up with his bare hand and delivers a strike to Bayo. But the way they've been built, Cervelli being the head man there, Jorge Posada has joined Italy squad, helping out. So just like Israel, they're little by little, putting one block in front.
And all that Hall of Famer Mike Piazza has done for Italian baseball over the last number of years. America's pastime on the global stage, the World Baseball Classic. Ground ball to third. Caminero loads and throws a strike to first. 5 really good innings for Bayo.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with
Ingrezza. #1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza.
Time today.
2 Chainz, just hilarious. Country Wayne, DC Young Fly, Stephen A. Smith.
There's some questions I want to ask you right now. Well, go ahead.
Commercial.
It's gonna get good. Hey, that's gangster.
Next week, we'll be back because we'll be trending again.
What does it say you spend the most on?
Uber black cars. Like, I can't help it. I'm not getting in a
sedan.
I like being small and getting out of a big car. It makes me feel like the president.
It says my dog, but she's a sweetheart. You haven't met her, but you would love her.
How much?
It says $870 so far this month.
Subscriptions? I do have one that's very expensive. I have a watch subscription that's like $1,000 a month.
Do you get to keep them, or?
No, they're worth like way more than that.
It says nails and house cleaners are both up there, but I don't pay rent, so I guess that's okay.
Who pays the rent?
I already know it's restaurants, but I use Rocket Money to budget for it, so it tells me I can spend $100 for the rest of the month, so I just stick to it.
You already use the app?
Yeah, it actually saved me like $1,000 on an old subscription I got from my ex.
It's not a watch subscription, is it? Wow. Download Rocket Money to save more and spend less.
Let's take a look at the profile here of the Dominican Republic. The capital city is Santo Domingo. Baseball was introduced in the late 19th century by Cuban immigrants. Population of over 11 million. And certainly one of the most popular tourist destinations that there is. There's 52 weeks in a year yonder. You're there 56 weeks a year?
I wish. But, you know, it reminds me, I'm Cuban, and it reminds me of so much of Cuba. The land, you know, all the great beaches they have, the waterfalls, the people, the food, I mean, the music, all of it.
And it's been great. We've felt a taste of that, obviously, in this ballpark throughout the course of this tournament. Manny Machado leads things off. Junior Caminero and Carlos Santana against Fetterman in his second inning of work.
Fetterman's look good. Landing his slider, something he didn't do against Venezuela. 3 walks, a wild pitch. Look much better today.
Ball and 2 strikes to Manny. That one grounded foul. The other guy that looked good, saw him a moment ago, Brian Bayo, most likely done, as he is at 54 pitches.
5 innings, 7 strikeouts. Phenomenal.
One and 2. Stubbs and Fetterman both wanted that. They did not get the call from Quinn Wilcock.
See Fetterman's reaction right there. Thought he had rung him up. And sometimes it's where you spot Stubbs, the glove, setting up away. Missed inside.
I call those optical illusion balls.
And no ABS in this tournament.
Correct. Yeah, ABS the only newish, and I say newish, we've had the bigger bases for a couple of years, and pitcher disengagements, things like that. One of the newish rules that's not in this tournament. As Machado takes ball 4. Fetterman's got to be thinking, I got to have that call.
Yeah.
It creates more traffic, and that is not what opponents need against this offense.
3 walks for Manny today. And here comes La Maxima. Junior Caminero.
He's put on a show so far. Takes a changeup for a strike.
Junior's right. He's going to right center, using the bigger part of the field.
Oh, 1-1. That one outside. Stubbs does a nice job keeping that from getting to the backstop and giving another free 90 feet to Manny Machado, but a lot of free 90 feet to Dominican hitters in this tournament. 6 walks today and 24 in 2.5 games.
One thing Caminero has is the flair. I mean, when he knows it's gone, everybody in the ballpark knows it's gone.
Yes. Pop up, and he grounded into a double play today. When they foul it straight back, you know they just missed it.
Smell the burn wood. Look at him saying, right center, bigger part of the field. It's all about the approach and what club you've got. A lot of sliders by Fetterman with 2 strikes.
Ground ball to short. That's one. And they'll double him up again. You know, leading up to this tournament, we're talking to Albert Pujols, and I said, Albert, are you guys going to have to play with the roof open? Because if Caminero hits a homer, he may throw the bat right up into the rafters.
That was the 2025 Dominican Winter League Game 7. It was an electric playoff where Escogido went out to win. But I mean, look at these winter ball statistics. 19 home runs.
Played in Australia to rack up some of those numbers as well. And Santana just fouled down the first base line. Walk and a run scored. A strikeout in the fourth for Santana. Over 1,300 walks in his major league career. Look at the list of Dominican-born players. Only Albert Pujols had more. But depending on how this season goes, it's 1,330 for Santana, 1,373 for Albert. I think of that old video of Sparky Anderson back in the day. It was Kirk Gibson.
Yep.
They don't want to face you.
He's always had a good eye. He'll walk 100 times.
Yeah.
Every year.
He can hit it too. This one in the air to right, but into the glove of Shrek. With the double play, faces the minimum in the sixth.
Electricity in the air. This is a Big East tournament, folks. It's time to set the score. This is what it's all about. A champion will be crowned. You know the crowd is ready.
The Big East Tournament, March 12th through the 14th on Fox and FS1.
Charlie, here. I'm here.
Oh. I'll be right back.
Good, Charlie. Come, sit. Let's go home. Charlie, stop. Charlie, what are you doing? Charlie, will you stop that? Charlie, are you crazy? Silly dog. No more treats for you.
Sorry, where were we?
You crazy dog.
Red Bull gives you wings.
You can do this. You can be the first millennial in history to book a trip on a device that is not their computer. How?
Yeah, how? I need a big screen to feel safe.
Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites, so you know you're getting the right flight, hotel, or rental car.
I'm scared.
We'll do it together.
Kayak. Got that right.
At Farmers, we know compromises can be compromising.
You installed this?
Yep. Even had a few screws left over.
Is it supposed to sound like that?
Cutting corners can leave you drowning in regret. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings. A for effort, though. A minus, maybe.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with pitch, hit, and run, you can make a lasting impact. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by Authority of World Baseball Classic Incorporated. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. Been having an awful lot of fun through the first 2.5 games for the Dominican Republic. Got themselves a nice cushion right now if the score holds, and if they win, not only do they punch a ticket to the quarterfinals, but it also ensures that Venezuela, who plays their third of 4 games in pool play later on tonight, Venezuela will move along too. Gregory Soto, the lefty, takes over out of the Dominican bullpen. Second time we've seen him in pool play.
It's a big outing for him right here. Against Nicaragua, 2 hits, couldn't finish the inning, 1 walk. A little bit erratic. He's going to be facing 2 lefties. He's basically their lefty specialist. They're going to need him if they want to keep it going in this tournament, the way this bullpen has been.
Mervis, Halter, and Horwitz do up in this 6th inning. He went around, and a strikeout for Soto. A good start to his afternoon.
Well, that's a good start right there on that slider. Getting Mervis. Take a look at this stuff right here. Sinker, slider, 4-seam sweeper. He likes the sweeper and the slider to the lefties. A lot more sinkers to the righties. You take a look at this slider right here, and that's got a lot of depth and tilt.
The inside corner to 2 feet off the plate.
And you know, as a hitter, you're going in, you know the scouting report, and I guarantee the first thing it says is he can get wild. And all of a sudden, you get a little passive, and 96, 97 coming right at you.
31 years old, Soto. His first World Baseball Classic.
Not a fun at bat if you're a lefty, I'll tell you that.
Not at all. Used out of the Pirates bullpen.
I always like when lefties would be on the third base side of the mound. When they're right in the middle of it or on the first base side of the mound, it is very hard to pick up everything.
He looks sharp. Back-to-back strikeouts to start his day.
Can we see it? Can we see 9 pitches? 3-pitch strikeout. 3-pitch strikeout once again. He's looked very dominant. He uses the force of the ground and the mound. And he's spot on today.
In there for a strike, so that immaculate inning in play. 7 for 7. He faces Horwitz, who homered back in the 4th inning.
All right, here we go.
Lefty righty splits career.
Good luck if you hit a foul ball off the guy.
So he was the guy they were going to bring in this spot.
I would think the Pirates would be very pleased with this outing so far.
0-2. Oh.
Almost had it.
So close to an immaculate inning there, but that one fouled away. These 2 guys will lock up his teammates, Soto and Horwitz. A couple of weeks from now when the World Baseball Classic is over, both members of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
It's on a 1-year deal.
0-2. One got through Ramirez. He was right on the corner. Again, probably one of those situations, trying to frame that outside part of the plate, or inside part of the plate, rather. Now 2-2.
Horwitz all tournament has looked good.
But Soto looks a little bit better in that inning. Strikes out the side.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and even 2 years.
Some had visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
In the land of Israel, before the Gospels, before the cross, there was David.
This day, the Lord will conquer you, and I will kill you.
I'm Zachary Levi, and this is David, King of Israel. Streaming now on Fox Nation.
You could spend all night checking every receipt and coding every expense. Or you could let Ramp do it. Close the books without the busy work. Ramp. Love finance.
Could you please submit your expenses today?
You could keep reminding your coworkers to submit their expenses. Or you could let Ramp do it. Never chase a receipt again. Ramp. Love finance.
In a pinch? Need cash fast? Bridget's got your back. Get $25 to $250 instantly. No credit check, no interest, no late fees. Download Bridget for free today.
Welcome back inside Lone Depot Park. Paul Severino, Yonder Alonso, rest of our crew with you here. Tanner Jacobson comes in to pitch for Team Israel, late add to the roster after Robert Stock went down with a shoulder injury. So WBC debut for the 26-year-old.
Was he in the Atlantic League last season? 10th rounder out of St. Louis Cardinals. It's a big test for him, a fun test.
They'll get the bottom third of the order. O'Neal Cruz, Agustin Ramirez, and Geraldo Perdomo.
Just a bit outside.
It's just one way to get that ball out of play.
Yeah, I love how you say the bottom part of this lineup, like, yeah. Seen O'Neal Cruz do his thing today.
The bottom middle of the order?
Bottom middle. I like that one.
Bottom middle?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
We'll recalibrate.
Bottom middle. Bottom middle.
And that, again, that's the thing with the Dominican coming into this tournament. You can look at the numbers, you can look at the baseball cards and see it, but they've delivered, right? They have done it in all 3 games to this point. The Tatis grand slam in the second, the big blow here today, but they've lived up to those expectations through 2.5 games.
How about O'Neal Cruz with that home run, 116 miles off the bat. About this 17 degrees launch angle. That's, for folks out there, that's usually just a line drive over second base.
That's into center field, a base hit. Cut off by Bader. Cruz with those long strides will get to second base.
Well, here's a homer. The 17-degree launch angle, 118 miles off the bat. Exit velo. This guy's been known for 100th percentile in exit velo and launch angle. Right there, man, he gets rewarded. But the beauty of this guy is not just the power, not just the arm strength, it's the speed. Big frame. Runs very quiet. With a ton of speed. I mean, just, that's not fair to be that. Medlinger right there looking at him.
Depth of field not helping that case right there.
That double right there was 110 miles an hour off the bat.
And even with Medlinger in the foreground here, that doesn't seem to help. It's just a tall drink of water, that O'Neill Cruz, and so much fun to watch. He's had a good day today. Ramirez check swing roller stays fair near the bag. Former Marlin teammate Mervis steps on the bag. Moving up to third is Cruz, one down.
Look at this dugout for the Dominican team. Even on a check swing, gets the guy over. But it's those little things Albert talks about, right? Executional at bats. Winning baseball in this tournament, you're gonna have to do those little things.
Infield in, and that one kicks away from Stubb, but Cruz will stay put.
And sure, you're looking at Ramirez. He's going back to the dugout like, it's check swing, ground ball to first. Should have had my chance in my moment there to drive him in, but still the little things count. It's called a great game back there. Had some great blocks. Already with a double.
Yeah, not all outs are created equally.
Right.
A strikeout does nothing. That, even though it's not great contact, moves the runner over. You can score a bunch of different ways.
Which is something that in the previous World Baseball Classic they struggled with.
They have only 4 hits today, but they've all gone for extra bases, including Cruz's double a few moments ago. He's at third. A 1-1 to Perdomo is taken upstairs.
This is where this Venezuela team, the USA, they don't strike out either. They put the ball in play. This will be a lot of fun on Wednesday night.
Finale of pool play, and the one we've all circled. It seems if this score holds, Dominican will advance, Venezuela will advance. We know that, so it will be more for seeding than survival, but that doesn't mean that any intensity will be taken off. Strike to Perdomo.
Perdomo on that pitch was diving, thinking he was going to get something out over. That's why laid off that slider down and in.
Infield in, 3-2. And Perdomo works the walk to turn the lineup card over to the guy who hit the grand slam back in the second, Fernando Tatis.
Well, Tatis took the changeup already for a home run. Jacobson, he's been throwing a lot of sliders to the righties. Will he do it again and Tatis sit on a slider?
7 walks today for the Dominican Republic, 25 in the tournament, even with Japan for the most. And they've cashed in those walks in a big way. Takes a slider for a strike. Thirteen of those 25 walks have scored. And that's how they were able to put that crooked number on the board in the second. The bases loaded walk before the grand slam. One and one. Runner goes from first, turns away from a pitch at the top of the zone. But it is called a strike, and it's 1-2. Perdomo picks up the stolen base, and 2 are in scoring position.
So far in this at-bat, all sliders.
Infield comes in, 1-2 on Tatis. Ground ball, third base gets through. That'll score 1. Perdomo on his way around third. Here's a throw from left, cut off. Tatis safe at second. 2 more runs score. What a day.
Well, he was stubborn enough to stay on the fastball. Gets his foot down, doesn't try to do too much. He knows the infield's in. Once he gets that fastball with this fast infield, I just love what he does afterwards. He knows there might be a play at home plate, so he's racing over to second base to once again getting runners in scoring position.
And this is where now we're in the 7th inning, and they still have a ways to go, but just to put it out there, how they won yesterday was that early termination. They do have the day off tomorrow, so they can rest their pitchers, but all the rest that they could get would be certainly what they would take as Marte down to the count 0-2.
Look at him go. He knows there might be a play at home. But this is that focus and that determination, playing for your country. 6 RBIs on the day.
They can keep adding on. Start thinking about that early termination. But yes, still a ways to go. Cruz came in to score for the 4th time in his WBC. Perdomo, who walked, stole a base, he scores as well. So another walk that gets cashed in. Marte 0 for 3 today. A couple of flyouts and a ground out. Got Tatis at second. Under the hands, and the count runs full. Runner goes. Throw to third. And he's out. Of times that the Dominican has been thrown out at third base. Once by the pitcher, once by the catcher. Here Stubbs.
Just didn't think he had a big enough lead. The right idea with 1 out. Perfect throw by Stubbs.
And he had that open lane.
Yeah, a lot easier.
Marte walked on the backside of that play, so he's at first base with 2 outs. And Soto checks the swing. He ended it in the bottom of the 7th inning yesterday with that early termination walk-off home run. Inside. Jacobson, the 4th pitcher for Team Israel today. Prager started, gave up 5 runs, 4 on that grand slam, walked 4, got himself into some trouble. Weiss 2 1/3, Fetterman 2 innings, and now Jacobson, who has walked another. That's his 3rd, and it brings up Manny Machado, who's walked 3 times himself today.
It just doesn't stop. It doesn't matter who's up. I've been amazed by the amount of times you get 3-2 counts against this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's so much experience with the lineup, right, collectively. But this is that team aspect. You know, 2 months from now, we're in the middle of the baseball season. All 9 of the guys in the lineup are going to be, you know, the guy in their lineup that's called upon to get that big hit. But here, okay, I don't have to chase because the guy behind me's got, you know, 3 Silver Sluggers and 5 All-Star games.
You've got a guy in Manny right now. He knows the score of the game. Just like yesterday, Soto ended it with a home run.
If he can connect, it would make the bottom of this 7th inning a lot more dire for Israel.
Much better slider right there by Jacobson.
3 walks and a run scored today for Machado. Nothing in 1. Jacobson deals. On a hop to the shortstop. Carrick from the outfield grass unleashes a strong throw. The 2 more runs come in to make it 8-1.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now, I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now, I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty Bibbity.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Bibbity.
Bibbity?
Bibbity?
Bibbity.
Bibbity.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some lasagna.
And some pinneroof.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up the Big QP for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah. Hey, fast food, this is how you value meal. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. We say it's a long season and lose our minds by the 3rd inning. It's superstars climbing the wall while the rest of us strain for the remote. And Saturday night, that's locked in. Same night every week. No thinking required. You bring the couch. We'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America, only on Fox.
Let's take you back to 2023 in this building, in this tournament. Gene Segura finding the gap in right center field. Drive home some runs that would cap the early termination walk-off win for the Dominican Republic.
Gene hitting machine Segura.
Fun to watch, no doubt about it. And the last piece of the Dominican Republic bullpen that we haven't seen yet is Carlos Estevez. His numbers with the Royals last year in 67 games, superb. This is first WBC.
Another all-star appearance. Junior Lake now in right field for Tatis.
First pitch swinging. That's a fair ball, and wouldn't you know it, Lake's got to get right to work out there in right field. Mendlinger with a leadoff double here in the 7th.
Well, you're going to get a lot of swings from Estevez, but you're also going to get a lot of chases from him. That's a good piece of hitting right there. And Mendlinger gets a fastball. First pitch swinging. Can't wait too much with this bullpen. First one you get, you got to go.
You know, I know that hitters from the Dominican and Venezuela, they're stealing a lot of the headlines. And really, across the board, the big leaguers that a lot of us are most familiar with are stealing the headlines. But there has been some other guys, like Mendlinger, who have put together some really good at-bats in this tournament.
Oh, yeah. No question about it. It's been Bader. It's been Levinson that's put together some good at-bats as well. Horwitz has put together some good at-bats for this team.
Well, it's still a game to go tomorrow. And maybe another at-bat today or two. Climbing that list. Ball and a strike to Harrison Bader.
That's what you get right there a lot of the times from Estevez. Estevez loving his Pokemon figures. He collects a lot of Pokemon cards. He'll finish an inning and do his Pokemon.
as a reliever, you got a lot of time.
Yeah, you got to think. A lot of time.
You're only working like 20 minutes a day. No, I kid. These guys put in a ton of work, of course. And this is Bader lifting one down the left field line. He'll sneak into the seats.
Carlos Estevez, one of the good guys in baseball, man. Always smiling, always happy. Hard worker. Had a lot of success in Colorado, which is rare to see. For relief pitchers, they get used a bunch.
And good results hard to come by at altitude. Bader got a piece of that one.
This is big for Estevez, though. Putting on this uniform for the first time, he was extremely excited when he found out he was going to be a part of this team. The last guy to pitch in this bullpen during this tournament.
124 career saves, 13th most among Dominican-born pitchers. Should get into the top 10 soon enough. Tipped and held onto by Ramirez. A strikeout for Bader. And there's one away in the 7th.
Top of the zone fastball right there. He's always had a good one.
Right at the top of the list of save leaders in baseball last year. 42 of them. Kind of makes sense that the save leader would have 42. Greatest closer of all time, war number 42, Mariano Rivera.
He doesn't shy away from the moment. Remember Buddy Black asking him, hey, can you go? And he'll go 4 days straight, 5 days straight. Because, hey, I got to have all my chances to save a game. You just don't know when the next one's going to come. But if there's a chance, I'll be ready. Very durable.
R.J. Schreck. 1-0 coming.
I remember asking him, like, Carlos, man, you've pitched 4 days in a row. No problem. I'm a big boy. Okay, go get him.
Yeah. So often you're like, well, the guy needs work. He's got to come in a mop-up situation or up by 9 runs, whatever the case is, just so he doesn't go a week. But in late January, he signed a 2-year, $22 million deal. There's a club option coming up in 2027. $28,000 on hand to watch the Dominican Republic and Israel today. This one's skied behind home plate and foul. Schreck 0 for 2. 2 hits for Team Israel today. The home run for Horwitz in the 4th. The double by Mendlinger, who's out at second base right now. And that one missing for ball 4. So they've got a couple of base runners.
That's where Estevez likes to get his swings. Top of the zone right there. Just a little too high.
Cole Carey. They've struggled, Israel has, to get base runners throughout the course of the day and string really anything together, because Brian Bayo was phenomenal today. 5 innings, the 1 hit, that home run, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Soto a clean 6th inning.
If you're Israel, you definitely want to see this guy on base because he's got wheels. 2-hit game last night.
Now Wellington Cepeda, the pitching coach, will go out and chat with Estevez. He's the pitching coach, the bullpen coach rather, with the Marlins for a long time, so familiar with this ballpark. Always involved. He's either in the big leagues or he's on his way to some winter ball. He's a great baseball guy, know him well, and worked with the great Mel Stottlemyre Jr., who was the pitching coach here with the Marlins for a number of years.
He was my pitching coach in Seattle as well. A legend in the game.
You ever call on you in a spot to get out there? Up or down like 9 runs, 10 runs?
No,
never. Okay, good.
Never did that. Well, you got a story?
No. I'm just asking.
No, never.
Just asking if he taught you some pitch grips for those.
No. But the mound visits were interesting.
I'm sure.
We'll say that.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Something tells me we have to leave it at that. So a couple of stolen bases in 1 inning for Carey. Guys to do that in the World Baseball Classic. Saw it a couple of days ago in Tokyo. Swing and a miss right there.
That's a good changeup right there. Doubled up on it. You see Carey way out in front of that pitch.
Carey, a top 100 prospect going into 2025. Representing the Rockies organization. Waits on a 1-2 and bounces the ball to first base. Santana will take that. And the runners move up 90 feet. Second and third, 2 down.
Look at Esteves' action and his windup and delivery. Reminds me a lot of Ubaldo Jimenez. Herky jerky. Gets that ball out of his glove. Always known to have a good fastball. Both of them, actually.
Yeah. Ubaldo threw a no-hitter for the Rockies years ago. Stubbs lifts one toward left. Soto is there. And off to the 8th we go. 8-1.
New Cologuard Plus?
Yep.
Colon cancer screening delivered to your door. Check. No prep? Check. Non-invasive?
Checkity check check. And it detects 95% of colon cancer, similar to colonoscopy.
Checkity check.
The Cologuard Plus test is for people 45 plus at average risk. False positive and negative results may occur, not for those at high risk. Introducing Cologuard Plus. It's the box that checks all the boxes for screening. Ask your provider or request Cologuard Plus online.
Some like them on an ice cream sandwich. Eat them how you like them.
Pop-Tart. Crazy!
At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as, well, doing nothing.
That was fast.
Room of choice delivery and fast expert setup.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
I'm a Denny Super Slave with our Slammin' Meal Deal starting at $5.99, all under $10 and available all day and all night. Pancakes for dinner, burger for breakfast, live your best life. Enjoy our Slammin' Meal Deals available all day and all night.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
Together.
Together.
Together. Together.
The College Basketball Crown returns April 1st on Fox and FS1.
And we welcome you back to South Florida pool play. Rolling along all over the globe, wrapping up actually. Japan, though, 3-0. Mexico and Italy, 2-0. U.S., 2-0. Big one, U.S. and Mexico coming up. Puerto Rico defending their home turf at the top of the Pool A standings. And here in Miami, 2-0 for the Dominican Republic. Looking to go 3-0 Venezuela. They play later on tonight against Nicaragua. Paul Severino, Yonder Alonso, the rest of our crew here in Miami. Last day of doubleheader action. Single games the next couple of days, but the entire tournament will roll through this building. Quarterfinals, Pool C and Pool D, and then the semifinals and the finals will be here as well. Junior Caminero to lead things off, then Carlos Santana, O'Neal Cruz. Oh, that one got away.
Something about the first pitch of Jacobson to start his inning.
Caminero takes upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. It's been something with that shortstop position for Caminero. Will pop up and 2 6-4-3 double plays today. Movement to that one, clips the top of the zone, 3-1. And another walk. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Back when he was 11 years old, we met Manny Machado in Baltimore. Now they're swapping positions here, DH and third base, and sharing a clubhouse. And great on Manny. That's how you pass the game along to the next generation.
Wearing his number 13 that Manny gave to him.
And lifted for a pinch runner. Now Carlos Santana on a hop to the shortstop, and that one bounces into center field. So Eric Gonzalez, who came in as the pinch runner, will move to second base.
I remember
bounced off his glove.
I remember talking to Caminero during the Futures game, and like, man, I really like your swing. He goes, yeah, my favorite player is Manny Machado. Took a picture with him when I was a young man in Baltimore, and got him in contact with Manny. Told Manny, hey man, Manny, you got to watch this guy. This guy is incredible. And well, they built a relationship that's going to last a lifetime. Celebrating together, sharing a clubhouse together.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Manning was always that young stud, but now he's moved toward that veteran role. How's he adjusted to that, especially in a setting like this?
Very well. I think he understands what he means to the young generation that's coming up now. He's also, when he was young, you know, he had guys like Adrian Beltre of the world, the Carlos Beltrans, Adam Jones, Nick Markakis. So he's always had guys like that always kind of taught him the way.
Those are the defensive changes for Team Israel as O'Neal Cruz grounds that one foul. Especially because this tournament comes around only, every 3 years. So much changes for a single player to go from that, whatever they were, the young guy to the veteran. It feels like it happens quick because it's from one tournament to the next, but it's over the course of a 3-year stretch. Up and away to Cruz, 2-2. Outside, and the count runs full.
We've seen the tendencies. A lot of sliders, 3-2 counts by Jacobson. Can O'Neal Cruz stay back on this pitch?
Steady lays Leads off, and the bases are loaded. Yes, you have to be careful, but walks have just crushed Israel today. That's 5 for Jacobson alone. Loaded for Ramirez. Well, the Dominican did not have a grand slam in the WBC until Tatis hit one in the second inning. They've got a chance for another here. Perhaps Ramirez thinking about adding his name to the list with that big cut, but it's 0-2. What a big swing like that could do to the score would put some early termination rules and regulations into effect. Yesterday they were the home team, so when they got to that magic number, the game was over. They are the road team in this one, so no matter what happens, there would be a bottom of the 8th inning. Infield in, a ball and 2 strikes. Bouncing ball, foul. Double back in the 4th. 1 for 3 in his first game in this WBC. The pitch to Ramirez.
Really like the colorways on his shoes. On the right side, he's got a blue pleat. On the left side, he's got a red. Pretty nice. Don't see that too often during the regular season.
He can pull it off. 2-2. Poke towards second. Diving play. The flip to first to get the out. No tag on the passing runner there, so they only get the 1. Brings home another run to make it 9-1.
It's a really good stop right there by Menlinger. Trying to get the tag to O'Neal Cruz. Just O'Neal Cruz too fast right there. Just missed him. But again, Ramirez with a quality at bat.
The lead stretched. Brad Ausmus out to make a pitching change here in the top of the 8th inning. Back in a moment.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. We say it's a long season and lose our minds by the 3rd inning. It's superstars climbing the wall, while the rest of us strain for the remote. And Saturday night, that's locked in. Same night every week. No thinking required. You bring the couch, we'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America, only on Fox.
You're a hypochondriac.
And what's the treatment for that? I don't feel well.
I should have recognized the symptoms sooner.
Stop it. Don't blame yourself.
All new Best Medicine, Tuesday on Fox.
None of this was imaginable 30 years ago. Gonzaga is like basketball fields of dreams. It's like a family.
We all got confidence. He got confidence.
We're going to the Final Four.
To the championship!
That was a killer shot, man.
We're beating teams 30-40 every night.
Another chapter to this miraculous story.
It's one of the greatest stories in the history of sports.
This is the NASCAR Cup Series on FS1. It's star power and horsepower. It's all gas, no brake. Week in and week out, as the best of the best run the gauntlet. Short track tempers.
Good grief.
Road course carnage and champagne chaos. This is the NASCAR Cup Series. Las Vegas, Sunday at 2:30 Eastern on FS1.
today, so the last day of doubleheaders here in Miami. Venezuela, Nicaragua, and then Israel and the Netherlands in a single game tomorrow, and Wednesday the big one, Venezuela, Dominican Republic. Ground ball to third, looking the runner back, and Perdomo is retired. Santana retreats to third. So Jake Fishman, who comes in out of the Israel bullpen.
It's a good fundamental play right there. Looking at the runner at third, making sure he's going nowhere, and a strike to first base. Staying down on that baseball.
It's Jake Geloff, one of the defensive changes this inning for Team Israel.
Jake Fishman pitched in the Tijuana Mexican League in 2025. 3.27 ERA, deceptive 3/4 angle.
Made his debut with the Marlins, who call this building home, back in 2022. Off the end of the bat for Junior Lake, who came in for Fernando Tatis earlier. This is his first plate appearance today. Towards center field. It's a rise out of the crowd, but not deep enough. One more run home. 9-1.
Take me to the river. Drop me in the water.
With the all-new Jeep Cherokee Hybrid's 500-plus miles on a single tank, 30% more cargo space, and legendary 4x4 capability, you have everything you need to get to the river safely.
Bye, Billy.
He's doing it. But after that, you're on your own. Stay safe with 140 safety features in the all-new Jeep Cherokee Hybrid.
Dove Clinical Plus Care is for the girls that blow dry sweat, hot flash sweat, first toast sweat. We've got you with serum-infused, skin-softening, unbeatable sweat protection. Dove Clinical Plus Care is care that gets sweat.
I've got this old bike from another store, and I got the receipt right here. I'd like for you to beat it with a better deal on the souped-up model.
What?
What? At Verizon, anyone can bring in their AT&T or T-Mobile bill, and they'll give you a better deal.
Isn't Verizon expensive?
No, better deal. Best network.
I'm sorry, man.
Only Verizon lets you bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal.
Hey, that's a stationary
No,
bike.
I know.
Have a great day.
You're not as cool as Verizon.
Somewhere out there, someone's paying $30 for a single plate of steak and shrimp.
What?
Add a lobster tail, and you're pushing $50.
Really?
But here, it's only $7.99.
In here, we're balling.
It's actually fire.
What is?
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fireballing.
You can do this. You can be the first millennial to book a trip on their phone.
How?
Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites, so you know you're getting the right flight, hotel, or rental car.
Kayak. Got that right.
Your dog is sick of being trapped inside by your weed killer. So, he's taking matters into his own paws with Spruce, the weed killer that's safe for use around people and pets that kills weeds in one day. Spruce, pet-friendly, weed-deadly.
The spotlight hits Jerry's World for the biggest race party of the year. It's the first ever Java House Grand Prix of Arlington. Sunday at 12:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Welcome back. It's pretty cool to look at. Most career home runs as a player, who then became WBC managers. Of course, Sadahara O at the top of that list, 868. But Albert Pujols at 703, managing this Dominican club. Managing them in this tournament for the first time. He's racked up some managerial experience over the last few years. And if this score holds, he will do with this club what they were unable to do last tournament, and that is to advance into the knockout stage, the quarterfinals. They hope beyond. They're looking to win this tournament for the second time, the first time since 2013 when they went undefeated. This ground ball towards short, and Perdomo puts it away. One quick out for Wandy Peralta out of the Dominican bullpen.
And so far in this tournament, they've had the starting pitching, they've had the bullpen. We see the defensive changes there with Eric Gonzalez, Ahmed Rosario at third base now. But that's what they've had, Paul. They, timely hitting. They're getting their walks. But the bullpen has been electric. The starting pitching has been great. Bayo, again today, he was great.
Yeah, every aspect of their game has carried them. It's not as though one thing has had to pick up for something else that's lacking. Everything is hitting on all cylinders.
You always wonder going into a tournament, what's not going to hit? What's not going to work in the first few games? Obviously, they've had the luxury of playing, Netherlands and Nicaragua, now Israel. Big test comes Wednesday, but they've already had 5 games under their belt, the 2 exhibition games, and obviously the 3 here.
Perdomo gives way to Cruz in center field, and there's 2 outs.
Manny Peralta making quick work right now. 5 pitches, 2 outs. Electric with the San Diego Padres.
Talks to himself a lot, too.
Doesn't like flying and talks to himself a lot. Great guy, though.
Yeah.
Been around a long time. Say, Wandy, so you're telling me you're not going to get a flight from San Diego to the series in Arizona? He says, nope, I'm driving. Okay.
That works.
He drives. He likes to drive. If he thinks he can get there in time, he's driving.
Wow. I don't feel like I could sit in a car for that long, and I don't love it.
How many appearances? 502 appearances. This guy's been around for a long time.
Facing Halter here and gets him to swing over the top of that one. This is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 9 hitter. A 9-1 Dominican lead. Last of the 8th inning. Just got a piece and we'll do it again.
Always kept his velocity too. 95, 96 miles an hour. Had great years with the Yankees. Great years with San Diego.
.34 in his first World Baseball Classic. Didn't make the team in 23, even though he had a really good 2022 big league season. But getting the opportunity here. Going into the 3rd year, a 4-year deal that he signed with the Padres in 2024. Ground ball right to Perdomo. We head to the 9th inning, 9-1.
Charlie, here. Come here.
Oh. I'll be right back.
Good, Charlie. Come, sit. Let's go home. Charlie, stop. Charlie, what are you doing? Charlie, will you stop that? Charlie, are you crazy? Silly dog. No more treats for you.
Sorry, where were we?
You crazy dog.
Red Bull gives you wings.
When you're ready for spring break,
Hi, guys.
emphasis on the break. It matters where you stay. Book your spring break now. Hilton, for the stay.
Welcome to the World Baseball Classic. Bryce Harper, Paul Skeens, Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge.
Mexico versus USA, only on Fox.
As a contractor, I find sometimes the most impactful thing you can say is what you do on your own home. A couple of years ago, we put a pool in our backyard, my wife and I. There was only one choice for the decking around the new pool. We used TimberTech because of the low maintenance on the product. You can install it and just enjoy it for its lifetime.
ePay.
Redwood. I mean, after 1 year, you're sanding and refinishing if you want to keep that sharp look. If you don't want to sand and oil every year, you want low maintenance, go with TimberTech.
This is Fubo. It's a better way to watch Fox, FS1, and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local teams all season long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
I like winning on the field, but it's even more fun winning on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions. So try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of World Baseball Classic Incorporated and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Let's take a look at the current members of the Hall of Fame that have played in the World Baseball Classic. Of course, not pictured Albert Pujols. He's getting there eventually. But Griffey, Piazza, Pudge, on and on it goes. We've seen some of these faces around. Andruw Jones managing, Adrian Beltre, David Ortiz hanging out. We've seen Ken Griffey Jr. taking pictures around Team USA.
And the many more future Hall of Famers playing in this tournament.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a whole nother list.
Yeah. Ahmed Rosario. As Albert Pujols has dipped to the bench. Came in for defense last half inning. Now gets an at-bat. Swings and misses there against Fishman, who stays in the game. Five pitches, 5 strikes for Fishman. Rosario, Soto, Machado due up in this 9th inning. An 8-run cushion for the Dominican. In the air, right side. Mervis is there. Take you back a few years. Albert Pujols, of course, had to deal with some injuries tail end of his career, but healthy enough to stay in the game and get his 700th home run.
The story that nobody knows is when he hit that, he came out of the game and he was full uni. He had his suite with his whole family, his kids, all his best friends in right field at a high-level suite, and he was walking around.
Soto drives one to center. Ballpark gonna hold it.
And he was walking around in his full uni with cleats on and everything to his suite. So the game's going on, and he actually took the elevator, walked around, had obviously some security, but the fans saw him and they were all amazed and surprised by it. Walked in and went into the suite, gave hugs to everybody while the game was going on.
That's terrific.
But he wanted to celebrate it with everybody.
And Juan Soto right now being punished by his teammates for hitting it to the track. They made him do 10 push-ups.
Good vibes in that dugout.
Yeah, they're feeling good. A win here today will punch their ticket to the quarterfinals and also do the same for Venezuela.
You think he had it? Nah, he knew.
Machado down the line, foul. Doesn't matter how much you get paid, still some good-natured ripping in that dugout. There, take that. And Machado hit by a pitch. That one a 71-mile-an-hour slider, so can't imagine any intent there. Now here's the deal. This is a quote-unquote punishment. But if he homers in his first at-bat against Venezuela, that whole roster will be doing push-ups. Eric Gonzalez takes a strike. So for DR to win this game, up 9-1 in the 9th inning, it gets 2 teams to the next round. Israel and the Netherlands will both be eliminated. We know about Nicaragua already, relegated. No matter what happens the rest of the way, they have one more game later on tonight. That's against Venezuela. But the two powerhouses will advance, and what it will create is a seeding matchup on Wednesday. Seeding and probably a little pride too, I would think.
Oh, tons of pride. I'm sure this Dominican staff is going to be staying or come. They're going to be coming to the game tonight. Scout, get ready for that big night.
That's off the bag and a fair ball down the line. They get the break and they may get another run. The ball rattles around in the corner. Machado scores. Gonzalez to third, and it's all going right for the Dominican Republic.
Eric Gonzalez knows a thing or two about big hits. And Albert Pujols knows that too, playing for Escogidos. That's that hanging breaking ball right there. Welcome to the World Baseball Classic, Eric Gonzalez. There's Manny chugging around. Oh, he's got to score for his friend, huh?
Pitching change. We'll be right back.
Sunday, the spotlight hits Jerry's World for the biggest race party of the year.
Incredible.
It's the first ever Grand Prix of Arlington.
We are witnessing history.
Planes, T-Pain, and automobiles.
Pure perfection.
Fireworks, cheerleaders, and the greatest drivers in the world. The Java House Grand Prix of Arlington, Sunday at 12:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
How much worse could this get?
As starvation sets in,
This ain't gonna get us another week, man.
tensions will boil,
You want to hate me? That's fine.
Learn to shut up.
and family bonds could burn.
Are you going to stick up for me?
Extracted, all new March 16th on Fox.
In the land of Israel, before the Gospels, before the cross, there was David.
Console, you have nothing to fear from me. Please tell me how to help you.
Under the eyes of a mad king, he was hunted. Under the weight of destiny, he stood tall. And under the hand of God, he became a legend.
This day, the Lord will conquer you, and I will kill you.
I'm Zachary Levi, and this is David, King of Israel. Streaming now on Fox Nation.
Spring is the time to join Fox Nation. Sign up for just $2.99 a month. Start streaming today.
Electricity in the air. This is a Big East tournament, folks. It's time to settle the score. This is what it's all about. A champion will be crowned.
You know the crowd is ready. The Big East tournament, March 12th through the 14th on Fox and FS1.
I don't feel well.
I should have recognized some symptoms sooner.
Don't blame yourself.
All new Best Medicine, Tuesday on Fox.
An appearance in this WBC, faced Venezuela in Team Israel's opener, that is. 3 hits in that 1 inning of work. Gonzalez, the runner at third base, and Santana at the dish. Left side, Geloff, tough play, long throw. Got him at first base. Stellar defense to end the inning, but it's 10-1 Dominican Republic.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. We say it's a long season and lose our minds by the 3rd inning. It's superstars climbing the wall, while the rest of us strain for the remote. And Saturday night, that's locked in. Same night every week. No thinking required. You bring the couch. We'll bring the drama. Baseball Night in America. Only on Fox.
We have to stop meeting this way.
With only 3 episodes left, one challenge turns the game upside down.
This is the first time one individual has held this much power.
All new Fear Factor House of Fear Wednesday after The Masked Singer on Fox.
The United Football League is back.
professional football in the spring. A game experienced like no other.
Beautiful throw, right on the money.
Big energy, high-flying plays, innovative tech.
Wow!
This is just the beginning.
My goodness!
This is the United Football League. It all kicks off March 27th on Fox.
This is the NASCAR Cup Series on FS1. It's star power and horsepower. It's all gas, no brake. Week in and week out, as the best of the best run the gauntlet. Short track tempers.
Good grief.
Road course carnage and champagne chaos. This is the NASCAR Cup Series. Las Vegas, Sunday at 2:30 Eastern on FS1.
None of this was imaginable 30 years ago. Gonzaga is like basketball fields of dreams. It's like a family.
We all got confidence. He got confidence.
We're going to the Final Four.
To the championship!
That was a killer shot, man.
We're beating teams 30, 40 every night.
Another chapter to this miraculous story.
It's one of the greatest stories in the history of sports.
Welcome back. An awful lot of fun in and around that Dominican dugout. Look out. Hey now. It's a loose group and everything's been going their way. They've played some great baseball. Double-figured runs in all 3 games. They turn to Sir Anthony Dominguez to try to finish this one off.
Pitch 1 inning versus Nicaragua. No earned, 9 pitches, so he's fresh.
Top of the order for Team Israel, Spencer Horwitz. Lead things off. Dominguez 31, White Sox organization. WBC debut this time around.
Was a lefty. When he threw early in his age as a kid, broke his arm, and then started throwing righty. I think it's worked out.
I think so.
96, 97. He's had some great postseason runs as well. 1.86 ERA and 37 strikeouts. Philly, Baltimore, and Toronto. Said, all right, I'll just try righty. Why not?
It's one of the great examples of everything happening for a reason, huh? 2 balls and 2 strikes to Horwitz, who homered in the 4th inning. To this point, one of the 2 Israel hits and their lone run. And they've been playing catch-up nearly all afternoon. That 5-run 2nd inning certainly has been the difference in this one. And it was Tatis who had that grand slam. Horwitz down on strikes. 1 away. A win for the Dominican Republic gets them and Venezuela into the quarterfinal round. Venezuela plays later on tonight. We hope you can join us. They've got Nicaragua. Asaf Loengart, who took over for Harrison Bader earlier in center field, at least, goes into the number 2 spot in the order. His first WBC. And quickly 0-2. Just missing down and away. I'm sure there was some planning that went into it, but they did a nice job with that. Schedule makers of pool play, both the Dominican and Venezuelan teams will get the off day tomorrow, single game, and they'll get to refresh the pitching a little bit.
I think that's the biggest key, is everybody resets. Everybody will be available.
strike three.
We know about the 96, 97 mile an hour fastball that he has. It's also that slider, sharp slider. This pitching today, though, has been outstanding. I mean, Bayo's 5 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. Soto looked really good. Wandy Peralta looked great, and Dominguez looks really good.
To first, steps on the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dominican Republic advances out of pool play. Still 1 game to go, but they will head to the quarterfinals. They'll worry about seeding when they face Venezuela, who also automatically advances with the DR win. Venezuela plays later on tonight, but you really can't find anything that the Dominican has not done well in these first 3 games.
Yeah, absolutely, especially today. I mean, I thought it was great with Tatis leading off. He's been fantastic with 6 RBIs in the Grand Slam. Oneil Cruz was incredible. High-level defense. We saw what he did with the bat. But all around, just a really good, clean game. A 2-hit game for Israel. Just really tough pitching and a really, really good team for this Dominican. Can't wait for Wednesday to come around.
Yeah, they've played day games. They've played night games here in pool play, but no matter what time first pitch is, they have been ready to go. They score early. They score often. Double-digit runs in all 3 of their games. They win this one 10-1. Pool D play continues through Wednesday, March 11th here in Miami. Wrap up our final doubleheader day tonight at 7 Eastern as Venezuela looks to stay unbeaten. They'll take on Nicaragua. For Yonder Alonso, the rest of our great crew, Paul Severino here. Thanks for watching this presentation of the 2026 World Baseball Classic.
First Things First is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
1-2. And that's hit deep to left, and it's going to blow the roof right off. Grand slam, Tatis.
Live from New York, it's a show that's congratulating the Dominican Republic on a dominant run going into that game. Also, Brew is in his Ravens robe from Max Crosby, but I'm excited about the World Baseball Classic, bro. I know you have to remain cool the whole time.